Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are learning one of the simplest and most usable design pattern in React Native, a stateless and a stateful component. This pattern helps you to keep your UI clean, reusable, and easy to maintain. A stateless component does not manage the state. It only receives props and displays UI. A stateful component manages the state, decides how things work, and handles updates. The easiest way to remember it is stateful component control things. Stateless components show things. Alright, enough of me talking. Let's build a simple UI component that only displays that count. Okay, firstly, we are going to create a component in the component folder, and we are gonna call it counter display. Alright, we are gonna generate a template, and that's basically it. Now we are gonna write, or we're gonna define an interface that will take the props, and this interface, it will take the number. That's basically it. And now we're gonna use that count here, so the props can be passed and can be used, right? We are gonna write some styles to this, and the styles will be something very simple, very simple. All right, styles, the container, and also, yeah, it's giving us an error because I need to write those here. I'll write them in a little bit. And let's try this counter counter count, probably count. I'm gonna leave this as text like this as a title, and down here we can add the count, right? All right, let's see here, and the count will be the one that comes from the props, right? Basically it's that, and we are going to write these styles. I'm gonna add the styles here too, and let me add this. I'm gonna add label. Yeah, we're gonna write those styles in a moment. Count. Okay, we are gonna write those styles right now, so we are not getting those error anymore. So it's gonna be in the center, and we are gonna add margin. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Let's see how that looks. Yep, the font size will be 18, and the margin button will be 8. Now with the count will be 32, and the font weight will be bold. Yeah, that's perfect enough for our example. So now what we have to do, we have to go to the to the um, to the container, which in this case it will be here. If you want this code, it will be in the link will be in my in the video description, so make sure you check that out. So let's go to the stateful component folder. There you will see a layout, and you will see the index. This one will be the container that will be using the counter displays. And I made a typo here, I just noticed it. Let's fix that. Counter, yes, and let me fix this here too, and it will be we are missing the O here, and the same thing here. Now we are good to go, and as well here. Okay, and we should be good to go now. Yeah, perfect, we fixed that. And now, like I said, this component has no states, as you can see, right? It only shows a number it receives through the props, right? And it's predictable and easy to reuse. So now let's go to the container. It will be here, and now here we are going to use that component that we just created, the stateless component, right? And then let's import this counter container, and we are gonna also import this, and let's import it. And I think it will be from there, but we need to do this, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, there is an error. Let me see what the problem is. Okay, components, and then counter displays, that's the one. And oh yeah, the import is incorrect here. Now What's the problem? Let me do some debug. Oh yeah, counter display. Oh, my bad. Okay, let's do this counter display. There you go. And we need to do the we need to create a state, and we are gonna count instead count, and there you go. So that count will be passed there through the props, and the default value is going to be 0, right? So here instead of 0 we need a count, and we need a button that we are going to use the button that come with the React Native API. And basically, yeah, basically we are going to auto increment this. We are going to add 1 to that 0, so it will display. Okay, what is the problem here now? What is that problem? It's title, right? Yeah, it's title. Oh, I see. We need to import this from React Native, not from the navigation. That was the problem. Okay, perfect. And now, oh, sorry, I didn't show you here. Let's go there. As you can see, we can already see the counter, and we can increment this, right? Yes, that it is working. And basically, this container component manage the states, as you can see, and it is passing the updated state through the props to the stateless components, right? Then it will, of course, these stateless components will manage or will receive the count, and it will display it, right, which is happening over here. So why this is important? Now it is important because this separation makes your code easy to reuse, your UI stay clean, your logic stay in one place, and your app become much easier to maintain as it grows, right? Now, as you notice, I don't know if you watched my previous video about presentational components, but they are basically similar, but there's a key difference, right? I'm going to explain a little bit about the key difference. For example, in presentational component, they focus on responsibility, right? The presentational component just show you the UI in the container, the logic, right? Handles the logic. This part is about what the component does. On the other hand, stateless and stateful components, they focus on the state. Stateless components, as you can see here, does not have a state, and stateful components has that state, right? So this part basically it's about whether the components use state. But there is some cases where this one can be a presentational component, right? Because it's not doing anything, right? So you can use both. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. Stateful and stateless components are simple but extremely powerful. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more React Native video. See you in the next one, guys. Thank you so much.